Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome aboard another Charlie 31 departure. We are up here in Bozeman, Montana. We're going to take the wonderful Salmon People livery from Bozeman up to Seattle, where we will change planes and do our overnight flight, long haul from Seattle to Narita, Tokyo. So here we are. We're in Bozeman. Let's go ahead and get this aircraft fired up and ready to roll. So haven't done a whole lot to the aircraft. Just got a couple little things done. So there we go. Let's get GSX rolling for us. Let's drop that there for now. GSX doing some work for us. We've already got the jet ray up. Let's go ahead and request boarding. There we go. It's going to yell at us for a couple of things, hopefully. In the meantime, we're going to go ahead and request our route. Bozeman to Seattle, set our payload, set our fuel, select our route. And weather's looking a little dicey here in Bozeman. Thunderstorm just moved over the airfield, so got some gusty winds and some rain. So we are scheduled to depart on runway 30, but we will see what happens when we get to that point. So now we can go ahead and load. Uplink is loading, so yeah, we can come out here. You can see we're getting everybody starting to load, getting all the bags ready. See the rain moving through. It was coming down pretty good there. You can see the puddles here on the edge of the taxiway. So there we have it. Route data uplink. Tyler, how are you, pal? Not doing the 787. I'm doing Alaska 777. It's fictional, but yeah, I wanted to fly the trip tonight. So there you go. All right, so with that, we are going to go ahead and set up our departure from runway 30. And, oh, I think we're on the Meadow 2 departure. And I think we are doing, let's see, we're doing the Meadow 2 departure HIA. I would love to board crew. There we go. Sim brief is better. There we go. All right, so there we have it. All right, HIA. And we are good. Boarding pilots now, and then into Seattle. We're going to be arriving on runway 16 right, ILS runway 16 right from Payne. And we'll be coming in on the, I don't know if we actually have an arrival, Glazer 3 MLP. So Glass 3 MLP, and that gives our route set, activate, and execute. We are good. All right, on to the performance initialization. We can go ahead and grab, oh, that's what we can do. Guess what? There you go. Let's bring our EFB down here. This is so nice. So there we go. Grab. Oh, that thing is the most annoying. So GSX we can do through there. I just have to remember how to do that, or to do that. And performance tool runway 30. Import, 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 import. And let's see, our runway condition is not dry. We're going to call it wet. There we go. So now we can calculate, and we are barely good enough for a takeoff at select temperature of 23. So our zero fuel weight is going to be in our OFP. Zero fuel weight 137. Let's grab this. 137.7 is good. Our reserves are 7.1. There we go. And our cost index will be 25 today. We're going to cruise along at 340. And our cruise wind is 231 at 71. Wow. Drop that in there. We can execute that onto our N1 limits, and That's where we did our calculations. So we'll see that's all set. So 2-3 and takeoff. So we just need to do a 2-3, drop that there. And now we can go, what? Nope, just go with that. So there we go. Perfect. And onto our takeoff page, flaps 5. CG will come through 4.94, 4.94. Let's get that dialed in. Almost 5. There we go. 48, 51, 57. 50, 57. Yep. We are good there. So we have our FMC fully configured. All right, we're going up to 340. Let's get that dialed in. And also up here. And I think Seattle's at 150 feet. Let me double check that for us. Salt Lake City, how are you? Actually, they're 430, so we go all the way up to 450. There we go, 450 is set, set, and set. Let's make sure we've got our panel brightness up. We're doing pretty good. All right, so we are set. Okay, we also need to... Oh, for crying out loud. There we go. Taking off out of Bozeman, runway 30. That runway heading is 303. So what is this, 157? .303. Crew rest flight is going to be Seattle to Narita in the 777. Out of Seattle. .303, 303, 303, 157, 340. So we can go ahead and get our flight directors turned on, LNAV and VNAV. Those both work, and we are all set there. Let's go up to our overhead panel. Look at you, little fella. All right, we're gonna go like this, and we're gonna get our APU started. That moved a little bit, so we are on ground power for now. Everything's good there, there, there. We can get you. And let's see, not yet, not yet, not yet, not yet, not yet, not yet, yet. There we go. Nav strobes are good. All right, we're doing all right, folks. Let's get that APU fired off, and then we'll continue getting ready. So we can put this back over here. And we can go over to our GSX. And we are... You betcha, pal, you betcha. Alright, looking at everything, we have 168 passengers on board, so let's drop this in there. There we go, 168 set for 190. I think it's left. Perfect. Look at those toes. Look at everybody dragging their toes coming down the jet bridge. Silly little fellas. Alright, with that, we should have ATU on and available. Disconnect that, and then we can go like this. No, I'm not going to do the computer issues. I'm having some reservations about Discord right now, so there you have it. All right, so We got that. We're going to go ahead and get this over here. We're going to go ahead and disconnect the ground power, release that. There we go. And we can go back in and look at our GSX. So it looks like we have 118 of 168 passengers, and we are 100% with our cargo. So and looks like things are clearing up very nicely here. Let's go look at the weather for Bozeman. So we're going to go airports, flights, airports. Let's get our weather. ATIS Bozeman Airport information uniform. Let's see, real world. We don't have that. 11 and 12. 100 at 13, gusting to 24. Alright, that does it for me. Let's go out here and see if we can see a windsock. So we're going to go up and do runway 12 now. So let me change that in our flights. Runway 12. Alright, give us a departure. Not yet, pal. We are close. So we're going to do the, let's see, Big Sky. We're going to do Big Sky to Haya. There you go. Perfect. Looking good. Big Sky departure, HIA. So let's go back into the aircraft and get that plugged in. Departure runway 12 on the Big Sky Haya. There we go, and execute that and clear that. Onto our route. We're good there. Let's look at our legs and make sure we don't have any discontinuities there. MLP, come up there, execute that, and we are solid. So we actually need to go back to our route page. Takeoff and 48, 50, 57. Let's go back to our perf tool and change our runway to runway 12. And we can calculate, import runway 12. Calculate that. Okay. Why are you yelling at me? Okay, so import from OFP, import from OFP. Calculate. There we go. 157, everything stays the same. We're going to do a takeoff 1. We're going to go with, where do we change that? Now calculate that. We're good. 33. There we go. Perfect. All right. So with that, GSX has everybody off the aircraft for us now. So we can go back into GSX and we can get ready for pushback. Request pushback. There we go. Now we go in here and we also get rid of our chocks. Let's see. We'll go back and let's do this. You want to be in the exit row. Yep, you're right here. So a little extra leg room there. You're at 16A. 16 Alpha. So the only other thing we need to do is make sure we're the only ones here, and then we'll be ready to go. And our CTAF is 118.2. There we go. And I will make that request on frequency. There we go. And here we go. GSX, where you at? All right, we're gonna nose left, tail right. Bozeman traffic. Alaska 31, pushing off at stand 7. There we go. 2 coming up. Yep. Alaska 31, request push and start. Looks like we've got a good start on number 2. 1 coming up. Brake set. There we go. All right, 2 good starts. We're looking good. Yaw damper. Oh, it feels good to be flying the PMDG, that's for sure. All right. Right and off. There we go. And APU. So we are set. Overhead's looking good. Oh, look at that. Time that perfect with the sun. Looking brilliant out here. Got the bridgers in the background there. And thanks for that. Lights on, lights off. We can go back in the aircraft. Thank you very much. Here we go. Bozeman traffic, Alaska 31, taxiing runway 12 via Alpha, Bozeman. Bozeman's a great airport. Got some good friends that run it. Hold short, runway 12, Alaska 31. Back to the front of the plane, make sure we're going all right. Bozeman traffic, Alaska 31, hold short, runway 12, Bozeman. I don't see anybody out there, so we're going to go ahead and request clearance for takeoff. You ready, Salt Lake City? We're going to use every inch of this runway. And Bozeman traffic, Alaska 31, lining up runway 12, Bozeman. Here we go. Cleared for takeoff. We are good. Clear for takeoff, runway 12, Alaska 31. Oh, we need to adjust our heading. We want 123. Oh, we can do this, right? There we go. right, here we go. 40% power. And toga. And brakes released.
Knots. V1. Rotate.
You're up.
Positive rate.
Take a look. Let's watch the airplane fly out of Bozeman. Here we go. Bozeman will come under the window here. Slats and flaps coming up. Nice. Always got to have a stash, that's for sure. Good, folks. Appreciate you flying along with me. Tyler, Salt Lake City Flights, thank you. We will go back in the old flight deck, make sure we're doing all right. Yeah, we're through 10,000 feet, so that gets you guys get turned off. Passengers are free to mill about the cabin, and all that is good to go. All right. There we go, ladies and gentlemen, we're on our way to Seattle. looks like everybody's dropped off as far as air traffic control. So he departed runway 16 left. We'll plan on landing runway 16 right. We are still good to go. 16 right. Next thing we have is 18,000 feet. We can go to our progress page. 0239 Zulu, we should be on the ground. So we're looking at about an hour and a half. 90 minutes we'll be on the ground. Flying the beautiful Salmon People livery. You ever get the, as far as Kit Kats go, do you ever get any like the Asian Kit Kats? They have a lot of different flavors. Or European Kit Kats, they get some different flavors in Europe too. All right, once we get through 18,000 feet, I'm going to step away for just a couple of minutes, and then I'll be back in for a few. We're going to get our center pumps on because they're just about half a ton in there. Get that while we're climbing out. Copy. There's some good ones out there. You're aware of them though, right? Go. Standard atmosphere, everything's good there, and there. All right, folks, give me just a couple minutes. What are you guys doing? Just on my way to Seattle. What's this? Oh, is this still the same one? Ride or die. Good. you're eating. What's on Facebook? Back in the seat. Here we go. Perfect. Center fuel pumps off. Got all that fuel out of there. We're good. Ladies and gentlemen, we're almost at our top climb, about 40 miles away. We'll be at flight level 340. Additionally, still have no air traffic control on. Sorry. Real world. Arrival 16 left, 16 right. We'll do 16 right, and then we can taxi into the gate. Ah, there you go. 830. I like those classes. They're actually kind of nice. Yep. Coming up on our top of climb. There we go. Top of climb has been reached. Yep. You actually do a little more learning. It's kind of nice. We're wobbly up here. If you look at our wind, straight off to almost off the left wing. So once we turn a little more we'll get it a little more stable once we turn left up here in about 80 miles. Still be a little wonky, but it's all good. Yeah. It just places you. That's all it is. We don't want to pre-file too soon. Minimums when we get there are going to be 6:15. Oh, for crying out loud. There we go. That one is set. I'll go down to 1900. Good. Copy. We'll be in the we have to go to a briefing center, and then we will get underway. One. Look at our flight path vector. Way over. 90 knot crosswind. Alright, more prep work. We're going to go to the FMC. We're also going to go into our legs page. We're going to grab runway 16 right, drop it in the fixed page, /5, /10. Nice. Sit back, relax, and enjoy it, man. Time goes by fast. Sometimes you gotta stop and smell the roses. It will be more than comfortable for you, pal. we'll see. I'm not a huge fan of the 7A, so what are you thinking? Skystream, how are you, man? Welcome. Appreciate you stopping by, man. We are just getting a positioning flight into Seattle for our long haul from Seattle to Tokyo. What do you got flying tonight? You doing anything fun? Man, you got that RJ dialed in, that's for sure. Oh, what are you flying? It's a heck of a flight right there. Oh, there you go. Little island hopping, are you? Copy. No worries. You are more than welcome. I'm flying the Trip 7. Oh. Airbus A340. Crest next week. Interesting. Has potential. Puerto Rico to Frankfurt. That's only an 8.5 hour flight. I try and do about 10 so I can get a little sleep there. Amsterdam would be shorter. Or we could go Svalbard. Potential. I think I'm going to wait for the 220 to be out for a little bit before I do any flights. But maybe do some Canada stuff, fly in and around Canada. I always see the Air Canada 220s. I like them. I like the little mask that they wear. A little better on our flight path vector. I get it. I see it. Delta's not bad. I always see their planes out here. Costa Rica. Go. Let's do our performance for landing. We're going to go ahead and land runway 16 right. Port. 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 155. 155 and flaps 30, so we can go do that right now. That'll work. Now we just have to see if we have any good scenery for Costa Rica. What was the temperature down there in the Springs, Tyler? Mike, 78. Oh. Go. .26 knot gusts. Ugh. What was the temperature down there in the Springs? I sorted that out. But yeah, Tyler, what's the temp down there in the Springs? Siri, what's the temperature? Still 90 degrees here at like 8 o'clock at night. .725, opposite directions. Oh, you lucky dog. We were like 103, 104 apparently. was saying? Nice. I will be flying not sure who I'll fly. Might take the 100-year anniversary livery. All right, checking in on old-fashioned Simmer over there. He's getting ready to do his crew rest flight. Got our top of descent coming up in about 80 miles. Oh, we need to get rid of some waypoints, that's for sure. Woody, Heather. So let's go into our FMC, get rid of Woody and Heather. EAE. Jackson, there we go. Probably recalculate our top of descent. Nice. DLH 31 Lima. That'll be my flight number. Good thing I remembered to do that, or else we would have been all over the place. Let's go take a look, make sure Seattle is still south. Yeah. There. 16 right, down to the end, and cross at Quebec to park. We'll park over at the Delta gates. Via Whiskey. It will actually be via Bravo. Copy Skystream, you enjoy. Tonight's flight will be one of those sort of perpetual sunset flights. got our notification, send me the Glazer 3 arrival. We are doing just that. Very good girl. All right. So, we're watching another streamer set up his overnight flight. We are on our way into Seattle to do our overnight flight. We're going to go ahead and dial back our range to 80 miles. We're about 20 away from our top of descent. And we'll be joining the ILS. We're runway 16 right from Payne Field. So we should be on the ground here very shortly. Let's look at our progress. Yeah, 0235. Wind kicked us a little bit, so we're 30 minutes away from being on the ground. Yep. And then I should be back in the flight deck at 10 o'clock for our overnight flight from Seattle to Tokyo Narita. It's going to be an awful interesting flight. It'll be an interesting flight. We'll see what the lighting conditions give us overnight, but it should be a very nice flight. I expect a very nice flight. And it is too hot to wear anything else but t-shirts out here today, or else we would be wearing some. We've got 3,000 steps to go. I think we'll make it. Yeah, I responded, Tyler.
Seattle traffic, FedEx. Seattle traffic, FedEx 6021, fast 12000 on a Marner 8 arrival for the ILS 16 right from Griffey. Seattle traffic.
Mariner. are doing okay, folks. Papa descent coming up. And I guess we probably want to go in and have our ILS frequency 110.75. I know. I was giving you grief, pal. 11075. Use it all you want, man. I sent that to you. You can have that. One 110.75, 110.75, 110.75, 164 for. There you go, 164 all the way through. So let's get this. So we're 256. We are on our way, folks. On the way down. I don't know that we're going to have much issue with going too fast with that headwind we've got going on. But at least we'll kind of climb down out of it or descend out of it. Just listening to some Seattle traffic. We're doing okay. There you go, pal. Glad I could help.
Alaska 920, we're going to be testing via Whiskey Bravo. Whiskey Bravo, Charlie, runway 169. Seattle traffic, FedEx 6021 Heavy, joining the ILS runway 16 left from Griffey, Seattle traffic. For FedEx 6021, we're going to be on the ILS 16 left.
While we're on our way down, we'll get you set.
And FedEx 6021, who's the guy that's going to be departing off of 16 left?
I won't be departing. I'll be waiting for you to land. It's going to be Alaska 102. We're going to be holding you.
Oh, roger. I still got 20 miles on the final here. You guys can launch off and get like FedEx 621.
Won't hurt to watch FedEx plane land on the runway, right?
Oh boy, I hope I don't embarrass myself with the landing.
That's alright. So what I'll do for you is, I'm pretty much a hard judge, so I'll leave you to Alaska 1928 to 90. I'm going to be taking off. Last, the one that they're going to be the last number only wants to That's going to be less than I think the one you're never going to forget this back. Juneau, Alaska 103.
And a FedEx 6021, joining the ILS 16 right now. I apologize if I accidentally said 16 left the entire time.
The 16 right is a correction, am I correct?
Yeah, from 16 right. I think I've been saying 16 left the entire time for 6021.
You have, that might play a factor in the score for the landing.
Oof.
Alright, 6021, what's the weather looking like up there?
Smooth right up here. You've got a cloud cover here at above around 5,621.
Copy that much.
$18,000 getting ready to join local altimeter settings.
And the Seattle traffic, FedEx 6021 going to be 10-ish mile approach for 616 right.
Right. All over you. Seattle, correction, Alaska 1920, we're going to be taking off from 16 left. Have a good landing, FedEx.
Oh, we haven't landed yet.
Have a good one.
No, thank you. And Seattle traffic, 6021, short final 16 right.
For the FedEx plane, last 13, have a good landing, 1920. I'll see you in Juneau. Everybody at Seattle, have a good one. Going over to you.
Bye-bye. Passing 4,500, Alaska. Landing right 161, bro, peace out. And Seattle traffic, FedEx 6021 heavy off 16 right on Papa. FedEx 6021 heavy, cross 16 center at Papa. Going to be short of 16 left at Papa for the FedEx ramp.
Coming up on 10,000 feet. Let's get butts in seats.
And 621 going to be crossing 16 left at Papa now. Going to be making left Bravo, right Alpha for cargo 3.
Everything else is doing all right. We do have our auto brake set for 3 gears ready for deploy, and speed brake is armed. So here we go. Currently 30 miles out. And Seattle traffic, Alaska 31. Currently 30 miles out to join the ILS for runway 16 right for the scorecard. right, doing a lot better. Ooh, should I do that? There we go. Pick out some of the terrain there, so set through about 5,900. Yep, that's about right. So localizer should be good out to about 17. You'll see that we've got that right there. DME 17.6. So let's go ahead and have our localizer. Ah. Nice. I know that feeling. All right. Single channel, we are fully established. We are just about 12 miles out. Seattle traffic, Alaska 31, 10 miles out, ILS runway 16 right, Seattle.
2500.
Thank you. Jostly there. Night patrol.
Approaching minimums.
Continuing.
Minimums. 200. 50. 30. 20. 10. $189, not horrible considering all the bumps we had there. Alright, let's get rid of that. Get you there. We'll go all the way to the end. Seattle traffic, Alaska 31, clear runway 16, right, taxiing to the gate, hold short runway 16, sector. Back air. Is there anybody even here? Oh, Quebec.
Seattle traffic, Alaska 31 crossing runway 16, center 16 left on Quebec, Seattle. Seattle traffic, Alaska 31, clear run 6 left, taxi to ramp via Bravo, Seattle. Thank you. Actually, look at this. Come over here and we can go GSX and we want this. Parking on Delta 3. What do you think? Delta 4. Show me the spot and activate. There we go. Go up here past the end. Great little airport. What's it asking? We're going to go with Alaska Airlines. There we go. Green line to park. What did I say, Delta 4? There it is. Delta 4. Little fellers hidden in the building. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. We are there. Parked. Let's go ahead and get some engines shut down. Beacon can come off. Just like that. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in Seattle. Welcome aboard. We're going to go ahead and operate the jetway. And then we're going to request the deboarding. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. 189 on our touchdown rate, a little high. I guess if I'm going to fly with a heads-up display, I should be more familiar with flying with the heads-up display instead of trying to look through it. So we are there, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for flying along with me. We do not want ground power because we are done. That's going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate you flying along with me today. We'll be back for the long haul here in just a little bit. Let's see, what time is it? It is now 8:43. We should be back at the flight deck about 10 o'clock. So give me about an hour and 20 minutes or so. And we'll be back at the flight deck for a 10.5-hour flight over to Tokyo Narita. With that, Salmon People 1 is getting unloaded. Passengers are getting off. And we are done flying for the afternoon. Thanks for flying along with me.